What up, Aquarius? How are you guys doing? Happy March. Let's see what we got for you. So, Aquarius, the first thing that I got, I feel like a lot of you have opportunity that is coming in for you. Now, this could be with business expansion. This could be a new job. This could be entrepreneurship. I get something that brings money in, like growth. The thing about it is you're scared. I feel like some of you are holding yourself back where you're not putting everything that you can into this. It's almost like you've gotten complacent, Aquarius. Now, some of you are overthinking the situation. You're kind of floating in the clouds, like, oh, I think I want to do this today, or I want to do that today, or whatever, and there's no concrete path that you're trying to take to this. You got to be really careful that you're not holding yourself back because you're scared or because you don't want to put the work in. I think some of you, there's a lot of confusion. I get like a lot of overthinking. I want to do this, but, you know, this is going to go this way, but, or I get a lot of excuses that are coming in. So some of you, I think you're going to have to be really honest with you and have a come to clarity moment. Like, what do I need? What do I need to be doing right now versus what do I want? Because I feel like if you get the needs lined up, then you'll be able to do a lot of things that you want. So you kind of have to make sure that you're not too much in your head. I get a lot of overthinking. What if, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda, instead of being very direct with people. So if you're overthinking a situation about a job or a partnership, you need to talk to your partner. Put your stuff on paper so you can move it forward. If this is a relationship, then are we a couple? Are we not a couple? You need to discuss that instead of you're wasting a lot of energy overthinking or thinking about shit that you really don't need to. It's becoming a distraction, Aquarius. Some of you definitely have people from the past who came back in, or you're thinking about somebody from the past, old boyfriend, girlfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife. Somebody's popped back into the picture, Aquarius, and I think that's part of your overthinking too. Like, where can we go? What direction? Talk to the person. Talk to the person. I will say for some of you, if there is a revisit of a relationship and we do have reconciliation, I feel it. You could be dealing with somebody who's keeping secrets that may not be completely open. So before you let your heart get involved in this, I would maybe take a step back and go, if this is really what I need, what I want in my life right now. Could be, I'm getting a lot of booty buddy activity around. So some of y'all could just be giving up booty, want booty, looking for booty. But I get that there's this thing of not being committed, whether this is you not being committed to a booty buddy, or a booty buddy not being committed, a booty buddy not being committed to you, Aquarius. So if you're giving up the goods, don't get ahead of it. Don't, oh, I'm so in love with you, I don't want nobody else. What is that song? I'm so in love with you. Oh God, I just caught it and I lost it that quick. That's old age. But I do feel like you got to make sure that you pace yourself with this, that you're not putting everything into something that you think is going to be a relationship, and it ends up being like a fuck boy or fuck girl type of situation. So just be careful with that. Car issues for some of you, make sure you're checking your fluid, your tire. This keeps coming up with some of in your readings, Aquarius. So for a few of you, if you're driving long distance or back and forth, please make sure you're checking your vehicles. Some of you, this could be income tax, because I'm seeing a lot of this in other people's readings where they're just purchasing a car because we got the money. So some of you could be putting a down payment on a car or getting a new car. But if you are traveling a lot right now, make sure that you check your car, your fluids, your maintenance and things on your car. Some of you could be connecting with a fuck buddy that is younger than you. Or you could be younger than them. There could be an age difference with this. I will say be careful. Spirit is saying kind of watch your back. And it kind of goes back to that other message that you may be getting involved with something that you're not 100% sure of what it is. You might be like, okay, we just doing this. We having fun. We kicking it. We Netflixing and chilling. And the other person is planning a wedding. And you're like, okay, well, what the fuck? I'm not on that same page. Some of you, it's because you could be married. For a few, it could be that the other person is married, Aquarius. So there definitely is something that may be hidden. I I am getting some addictions. For some of you, this could be, you know, the food addiction, alcohol addiction, sex addiction. Some of you are kind of going stir crazy, especially if you're not able to really do what you need. Say you drink a lot, but you're around people now that you can't drink that much, or you're used to smoking weed, but now you're in an environment where you can't smoke it, or you're used to getting a lot of booty, and now you're not really getting as much as you used to. I feel like some of you are going to go stir crazy with that. Could be having issues with trying to keep some things under control. For some of you, this could affect your relationship or your job, so you need to be really careful. Especially if you deal with jobs that drug test or things like that, and you're doing things with substances that, you know, could end up causing you to lose your job. Let's see. Three of Swords was the wrong way. So for some of you, this could get busted cheating, because that doesn't even go that way. So thank you, Spirit. For some of you, there may be some issue where some truth comes out, whether you find out that a person that you're dealing with is cheating, or a person that you're dealing with finds out that you're cheating. So be really careful. You know, the best way is to be transparent. You know, there are a lot of people right now that have open relationships, polyamorous relationships. I mean, it is what it is. But if you are in a monogamous relationship, be really careful that you don't put yourself in a situation where it could come back and bite you in the ass, because some of you might be dealing with this. Now, you know, pay attention to people around you if they're starting to change, you know, wearing new underwear and, you know, combing their hair. You know, with the coronavirus, we're realizing that some people just started wiping their asses. I mean, you got to make sure that you know the people that you're dealing with, you know what they're about. So be really careful that when you're getting involved with somebody. Oh, I'm losing my power, you guys. Hold on. If you get involved with somebody, that you kind of know what direction you're going in with them, because some of you may find out some things that you do not like. All right, give me just a moment to plug this in so I don't lose you guys. There we go. So let's get into it, Aquarius. Let's get into it. And if you're trying to have a side piece that don't wash their ass, oh Lord, come on now. Come on now. I know some people like to scrape to the bottom of the barrel, but somebody, you know, that people got to wipe their ass. I mean, that's the vicinity you're going to be dealing with. You got to wipe your ass, right? Okay. With all this TP shortage, there shouldn't be no excuses. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. March. Some of you may find yourself defending actions that you're taking. You may have some people that are like, why are you doing this? Why are you posting that? Why are you saying this? We live in a society right now that is just very sensitive. Whether this is social media, within your family, or your friends, people are easily offended. So for some of you, you may be coming across somebody that is just very easily offended by some of the things that you're saying. I get miscommunication issues. So it may not be that they could be offended by something that was not meant to be taken that way, but because they took it that way, you may have issues with somebody. I am getting some things on social media, so watch your Facebook, your IG, Twitter, and things like that. I mean, come on. You have free speech. You have the ability to say what you need to say. Excuse me, you guys. But you definitely are going to have some people that have issues with it. And that's, I think, mostly their problem. Mostly their problem. Some of you are going to be given opportunities where there could be some type of notoriety or putting yourself out in the public eye. I've been seeing this. I saw this with somebody else. What was it? It could be air. Could be air. Air might be getting opportunities to really put themselves out there. But I do get that you might be approached with a business idea where you're kind of either putting yourself out there. This could be commercials, shows, expanding a business and interviewing about it, or people wanting to interview you. But I get something where they're sharing knowledge. Some of you may be teachers where you're being put out there where people are like, come share your knowledge. Come show us how you do this. I get that there's something where either you're taking classes or you're teaching classes, Aquarius. And there seems to be money attached to it. So either you're traveling and you're spending money out to learn something, or you're traveling and you're making money. Be careful, yeah, definitely with the world card. So some of you are going to be traveling out. Could be traveling to a different country, a different state. So of course, be real careful. Make sure you wash your hands. And this, I've been seeing, it's crazy because even with the corona, mostly everybody's cards are showing more travel. Like, you have people that are definitely quarantining themselves. But it's weird because in the cards this month, there's major travel going on for a lot of people. And it's not an exodus. I kept asking Spirit, are they evacuating? And it's not an exodus. People are traveling out. So a lot of you, the virus may not be affecting your ability to move around. Some of you, this may already be set in place where you've already got jobs, or you have events or obligations that you have to go to and they're not being canceled. So you got to travel out. Aquarius. Some of you, this could even be a mobile business. Uber, Lyft, traveling to make money, traveling to teach. So for some of you, maybe this is just your thing. All right, let's get into it, Aquarius. All right, so we got Page of Coins. We got good news about money coming in. We got Six of Wands, victory. Temperance. Sometimes this is about balance, finding balance, harmony. Let me move this cup out the way. The Chariot. For a few of you, this could be a new vehicle. Ten of Wands, being overwhelmed, too much going on. Eight of Cups, teaching or learning. Let's see. Knight of Wands, new adventures. The Strength card. Hold on, you guys. That's my baby calling. Hey, Jazz. I'm taping the monthly. What's going on, babe?
I was trying to see if you want me and her at Target. If you wanted me to get something to eat for tonight.
No. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cook the lasagna. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Love you. Apologize, you guys, but family first, right? Just in case something's wrong. So we got the Strength card, and then we got Nine of Cups, celebration. We got the Wheel of Fortune, positive turn of events. Two of Cups, love connection, possibly soulmate. Queen of Blades, some of you might be connecting with an air sign person. Six of Cups, somebody from the past coming back. Three of Wands, this could be partnership, making long-term plans. Oh, Four of Cups, maybe somebody doesn't feel the same way. Like I was saying, make sure you don't get all into it and they don't feel it. Okay, the High Priestess, using your intuition. The Devil card, addictions, obsessions. Seven of Cups, this could be kind of exploring a lot of different things but not being focused. Maybe your mind is all over the place. The Hierophant could be spiritual growth. They're dealing with a spiritual person. Three of Cups, celebration. Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting, definitely, we got somebody who's gifted who could have somebody from the past who's coming back in. Now, the High Priestess with the Devil card. For some of you, you could be obsessed with someone. Make sure that you're not seeing something the wrong way. Normally with the High Priestess, she's very intuitive. Now, for a few of you, Spirit is telling me that you may be picking up on somebody's addictions. If this is not you, this could be somebody else picking up on your addictions. You may have somebody around you who can read you, or they're very intuitively connected to you, where you might think, oh, I'm getting away with it. I'm getting a little sippy sip, a little smoky smoke, and this person doesn't know. And then you're finding out that, yeah, they do know this. For a few of you, this could be reversed, where you're the High Priestess, where you're getting all these insights. And this person from the past is coming back, I got this going on and I'm doing this. And the High Priestess is kind of like, okay, Six of Cups, you might have some addictions, some issues that need to be fixed. So for some of you, be really careful with person coming back from the past, especially if that was their MO when you were with them the first time. Maybe they drank too much. Maybe they had sex addiction. Maybe they had issues that were going on. Just be careful that you're not moving too quick into something that you're not really sure about or you don't know about. For some of you, this doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could be a friend from the past who comes back in, and you're kind of like, do I open that door back to them? Do we see where this can go? But there may be some issues that need to be fixed before you open that door back up. So I'm not saying don't open it back up, but I'm saying you got to be very clear-eyed or clear vision when you're doing it, because the high priestess sees everything. So if she doesn't see everything, it's because she doesn't want to. So if you are very intuitive and you're missing the red flags, or you're choosing not to see the red flags with this person, you got to be accountable for your actions where that happens. I definitely feel, especially with the Queen of Swords. So we got air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And we got a person who's coming back. Could be water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you may be dealing with somebody that, something ended not the right way, or it ended abruptly, and you may have gotten hurt. You may have gotten your feelings hurt, Aquarius. So some of you, you're kind of like, okay, yeah, you're coming in, but I peeped the bullshit. I know what you're coming back for. Some of you see this person exactly for where they are, for who they are. And you may be like telling them, she's looking. Let me switch it this way. Because she has her finger pointed and a scalpel in her hand. Don't fuck with me this time. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this shit again. Don't you come back with this raggedy shit. If you coming back in, you need to be coming back in right, or else I'm going to cut your ass. Look. Look at her face. She ain't playing. So some of you could be dealing with somebody who's coming back in, and they're still a little bit kind of, wishy-washy maneuvering. And some of you are like, I see you for who you are. Because I'm the high priestess. Male or female. I see you. The animals are telling the high priestess what's going on. So if you deal with somebody and you don't see it, it's not because it wasn't out there. Because Spirit is telling me red flags. It's because you don't want to see it. So Aquarius, be really, really, be accountable, but be honest about what you see. You can't, if somebody's not right, you can't make it right. I do feel for a lot of you, though, what's going to throw you off is it could be a soulmate connection. And it's like, all right, I know I'm not supposed to fuck with this person, but I can't stop myself. I can't. So for some of you, you may be drawn towards somebody that is maybe with red flags. So be really careful. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm getting some Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And it could be even another air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. With the Four of Cups, I feel like some of you may be in a place where you're dealing with some type of depression, anxiety. You could be feeling like, you're bored. It's the same shit over and over again. I need something exciting. And that could be why this person even comes back into your life. So some of you may be feeling a little bit discontent, and it makes it easier for this person to come back in. Now, I'm not saying don't have fun with this person. I'm just saying if you're going to have fun, see it for what it is and be careful. Some of you are looking for something that makes you happy, peps you up. It's like, I need to do something. Now, the Devil card could even be showing that some of you might be having some addictions that you need to feed. Maybe that's part of why there's a discontent. Remember where I said where I felt like somebody wasn't being able to do what they wanted to do when it comes to an addiction. So some of you may be feeling some kind of way. Maybe you moved in with somebody and you have to keep things under check, or you started a job with a drug test, or you like certain things that are a little bit on the wild side, but you have to kind of pull yourself back because of your situation. I do see that for a lot of you, you're going to get past it. I feel like there's just some type of transition where it's like, I don't like things. I'm bored. There's not things happening the way I want them to happen, or they're not going in the direction that I want them to go. Some of you could be turning more towards some type of spiritual growth. And I do get something that is a little different. For a lot of you, you could be seeing things. You could be having visions. You could be seeing things in your dreams. I feel like something is happening that is a little bit out the ordinary for your life. So some of you may be communing with spirits, talking to animals, connecting with aliens. Whatever it is, I feel like there's some type of growth that's coming in, and you're kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Some of you definitely are going to be going through some changes when it comes to that. Now, here's the thing about it. I do feel for a few, you're going to seek out a mentor. It's like, okay, what's going on with me? There's something that's going on, and I'm not really sure. For a few of you, you could be feeling out of balance. And it may be having to do with spiritual growth. The Strength card is right on top of this Temperance card, which means that you will find balance and you will regain your footage or your strength. But maybe for some of you, you have things that are changing up and you're like, okay, I don't get it. Feels like everything is falling apart. I'm bored. I'm not happy. I should be happy. I'm getting issues with depression, anxiety. Some of you may be trying to cut off, even though I don't see the Hermit, some of you could be trying to cut off other people or feeling like you're not fitting in. Definitely is showing some spiritual growth. You're gonna have some people, Aquarius, this month. They're gonna be like, you're flaky. You don't know what you want. Some of you are coming off a little bit kind of loopy, and people are looking at it that way. Now we know that it's because you're overthinking. Like you got a lot of things on your mind. Normally with 7 of Cups, this is like a lot of things. Like I could do this, that. I could do 15 things, but I can't focus on what I need to do. Some of you may be having problems where you're not completing your task. Maybe you're making promises, but you're not following through. And that could be why some people are kind of feeling some kind of way about you this month, Aquarius. Now, this could be your energy. If this is not you, this could be people around you where it's like, okay, you promised me that we were going to hang out and you reneged. You didn't come back. Some of you may be having a discussion about what is not being done, or somebody might be talking to you and saying, well, I asked you to do this, or I asked you to make these changes, but you're not doing it. I definitely feel like there's some type of back and forth with things that are not completed. So if you're starting projects and you got 5 projects going on and nothing is happening, there's a lack of progress, then you got to shut down 4, finish that. What the hell? The dogs talking to each other? You got to shut down those 4 and concentrate on that 1 and get it done and then move forward. Because I feel like a lot of you, there's a lack of progress because you're trying to do too much and your mind is all over the place. I definitely feel like there's some changes that are going to be coming in. Some of you may be getting new tattoos, piercings. Some of you, this might even be out the ordinary, but it's because there's some changes. Some of you, I feel like this is even part of your spiritual growth. Maybe you're going to a shaman or something like that. You're doing some henna tattooing, or there's something that maybe a mark or a brand or something that you're getting marked with. Now, if this is not in the physical, this could be in the spiritual where somebody is marking you. Definitely feels like this is part of your growth. Now, you're going to have some people, like I said, that are going to question maybe some things that you do. For some of you with the 8 of Pentacles, this is learning something new. Now, this could be finishing your education, going to college, a trade school, looking into your spirituality. With the Hierophant, some of you might be studying under a Yoda, under a mentor. So some of you may be going into a tradition or some type of spirituality where it's like, I want to learn more. Can you teach me? So, and it may be different. With the 7 of Cups, you may have something that is a little bit different, maybe expanding your awareness. I do feel with the 3 of Cups, connecting with a group of people. So for some of you, if you're not going somewhere and learning from a group of people, that could be different. This could be spirituality or some type of religious experience. Some of you are going to be teaching. You could be a spiritual teacher. What you do could be connected to your spirit or your passion. Some of you definitely are going to be traveling out to share knowledge and get paid for it. So I do feel like there's money that's going to be coming in. For a few of you, this is a new adventure. You're trying something new. You're excited. And it looks like it could be with a group of people. There could be contracts, signing paperwork, making long-term plans. Spirit is saying something about... there could be competitions. Maybe you're going up against a group for a position, but then you get it and you're signing the paperwork and you're working with this team. So I do see like hard work pays off. Some of you may have a team that you work with, that you travel with. Hey, Voodoo, you came back? Some of you definitely could be teaching a group of people. But I do see paperwork, signing something and getting paid for it, sharing knowledge. Let me see. Let me grab these cards over here. Definitely new wills that could be coming in. Could be a new vehicle that's going to be coming your way. For some of you, check your maintenance, especially if you are road tripping are traveling back and forth. With the Chariot, though, I feel like there's a new vehicle coming in. If you're down to one vehicle, I feel like there's possibly, let's get a vehicle. If you are dealing with a car that's falling apart, some of you have no choice. Now, like I said, this could be where you're getting some type of tax refund or something that comes back to you that gives you money so you can purchase a vehicle. So definitely new cars coming in. Let's see, for 9 of Cups, some of you have prayed and wished for this. So maybe you've been trying to get something, but you've been waiting for the money to come in. For a few, I feel like this is more so money. Page of Pentacles. Opportunities for money, getting news about money. This could be a call for a job, an email, a text message. You know, we want to interview you. We want you to come in. It's definitely showing that there is something that is coming in with good news about money, and it has to do with possibly travel, teaching, consulting. Some of you are going to be offered a position, and it's because of hard work. Now, I feel if there's competition, victory is coming with this, which means that even if you went up against 5 people, it looks like you're going to get the opportunity for the job. And for a few of you, this is something that you've been praying for, wishing for. An opportunity that comes in that brings in money, and it's something that you really want to do. Voodoo, what is wrong, boo? Huh? What is wrong? The only thing that I see, Aquarius, definitely be careful of overworking yourself or overextending yourself. Because if we look at this picture, 10 of Wands is somebody who's they're taking on too much. And it could, if it's coupled with the 7 of Cups, this is somebody who is, they got all these ideas that they want to do, all these things that they want to try. Their mind is already unfocused. And then here they are trying to add more things to it. So be really careful that you're completing things. The Strength card is showing that you're strong enough to get through things, but you got to make sure that you're not overextending. I also get some issues with health. Now, this looks temporary. It could be a cold, and I know that's kind of iffy even with this thing going on with the corona, but I am getting healing. So I feel like for some of you, there could be some issue where you're having allergy issues or you're catching a cold, and it may not be corona, but I feel like you're going to the doctor anyway, as you should. If you're sneezing and coughing and you're having fever, you need to go get it checked out regardless. But I do feel like Spirit is saying you got to take care of yourself. You might not be sleeping well. Some of you are not eating as well as you should. Some of you are not getting the exercise that you need. I definitely get something going on with either your head or your chest or your mouth. For some of you, this could be congestion, either way. So this could be sinus problems, allergies. But I do get some type of congestion. Now, I'm not a doctor. If you feel sick, go to a doctor. Okay, some of you, this may be even teeth. You may be having issues with cavities or pain in your mouth. So I feel like for a few, this could be going to a dentist. But it all seems to be like right in this area. So it could be some infection from your mouth that's causing issues. So if you're having issues, go to the dentist, because I feel like if it starts off something minor, there could be some pain or something that comes that really kind of tears you down, or it could develop into some type of infection that you really have to go to the dentist for, or a doctor to get antibiotics. Some of you are making connections with people of a different race or a different culture. This could be for a love connection. Be careful, because I feel like somebody may have family that does not appreciate, and I'm not going to go because of the color of your skin, but you could be different than what the family is anticipating or expects. Now, if you're grown and this is who you want to be with, do what you want to do. But for some of you, you may have a soulmate or a love connection with somebody who's of a different culture or a different race, or it could be a same-sex situation. And you may have some people that have some issues or judgment with it. Now, 2020 shouldn't be that way, but for some of you, you may be coming across this. Or you could just make a connection with somebody that is different from you, and you're having to kind of navigate the differences in your culture or your belief system. I feel like it could be worked out. Because I feel like for some of you, you actually are going to make a very strong connection with somebody, and it could be something that comes up out of nowhere. Could be with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do feel like if you're married, there could be this thing of let's spend more time together, let's do more things together, let's grow together. So some of you may even be trying to revamp a relationship, especially if there's with that Four of Cups. If you've been bored, some of you are doing the same thing over and over again, the same positions in sex, the same food. We go see the same movies. Some of you, you're very complacent in a relationship, and it's almost like one partner is shutting down. Another one is trying to extend, but this person is kind of closed off. They got their headphones on. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to look at you. I'm not acknowledging you. So for some of you, this could be a relationship or a marriage where you need to revamp or bring some new energy into it, Aquarius. Be careful of one-sided relationships, because I keep hearing that. So be careful that you're not putting all your energy into someone like they're doing in this picture, and this person isn't reciprocating. They're not giving you anything back. I keep getting like somebody's like, love me, love me, love me, and the other person is kind of like, I'm going to the store, I'm going to do this and that. If you're dealing with somebody who's not acknowledging you, Aquarius, and I keep wanting to say Scorpio, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio. If you're dealing with somebody who does not want to acknowledge you, you might want to go ahead and back out of that relationship, because I'm getting that there could be a person who throws you off balance. Not that you are doing it to yourself, but this could be an energy that comes in where this person is kind of like, love me, love me, love me, but I'm not going to give you anything back. We don't do that in 2020. We don't do that. We reciprocate love. I love you, you love me. You don't love me, then I'm going to stop loving you. I mean, really. It's one of those things where it's going to be an energy drain, Aquarius. So if you feel it, if you're in it, get out of it, because it's showing that it's not changing. Somebody is literally draining you dry, and you deserve better than that, right? All right, you guys, love you.